Расскажите нам, пожалуйста, про то, могут ли вообще, во-первых, расскажите про то, как это происходило. Как в течение последних 40 лет вы планомерно достигали общенародного счастья для ваших сограждан? Какие конкретно государственные меры можно предпринимать для того, чтобы каждый человек был счастлив?
Thank you very much. Before I begin talking about happiness, I want to inform that I was here in Russia 2017 when I gave a presentation of happiness to the open comment of the Russian Federation, then to Moscow City Duma, Moscow University, and a roundtable at the Tomsk State University. So happiness is not new to Russia, and thank you Russia for embracing happiness. Just like in Russia, Bhutan follow 5-year development plan, and at the moment we are into 12th 5-year plan, and in 12th 5-year plan we have 17 key indicators, 17 key result areas that has to be improved by the different government agencies, and these 17 is linked to the 9 domains of GNH, which we think is important for people to pursue happiness. First being the health, education, living standard, ecology, good governance, community, ecology, psychological well-being, and the way how we use time. And 17 development indicators are linked to 9 domains of GNH, and every agency in the government is supposed to improve the indicators of GNH in the process of improving or fulfilling these 17 targets. And if you can see, the development goals in Bhutan is highly influenced by GNH vision, the constitution, the king's speeches, and the past development plans. So this is the development framework of Bhutan as we follow at the moment. This is the fourth king of Bhutan who said that gross national happiness is more important than gross national product. So he said it's more important. He didn't say GDP is not important. He said happiness is more important than money. And happiness is not new to Bhutan. If you look at our history, the person who founded Bhutan as the first nation state in mid-17th century said that government has no legitimacy if it cannot bring happiness to the people. So now the constitution of the Kingdom of Bhutan says number of holidays people enjoy and the general mental health questions, 12 mental health indicators. Education, we look at people's general knowledge about certain specific issues, education level, literacy, and then there are some of the values which are fundamental to the functioning of any society. Then living standard is a proxy for GDP. So we look at people's assets in terms of land, livestock, and household goods. Then we look at at household, we look at the quality of toilet, access to electricity, kind of roof people use, and then the number of rooms they have, and then household income. In ecology, we measure pollution and waste, urban common issues, the crop people lose to wildlife, and then people's attitude to conserving natural environment. And good governance, we look at the people's participation in politics and through their vote, for example. And then we measure government's performance in creating jobs, reducing gap between rich and poor, fighting corruption, providing health and education services, protecting environment, and then preserving culture and tradition. And then is the state or the government respecting fundamental rights promised by the Constitution? So we measure this, and the delivery of free services. In culture, we look at we in Bhutan is a small country, but we speak about 90 languages. So is the state or the government respecting people's right to speaking their own mother tongue? When we measure arts and craft skill, people's participation in different culture activities, and the ways of putting harmony, such as wearing this bow. This is not a traditional bow. This is our bow, our dress. And if we don't wear this, we go naked. This is fundamental to our Buddhist identity, so way of harmony. In community vitality, we look at are people donating time, are people volunteering, giving donations to the needy. We look at the relationship at the family level and a relationship at the community level. And then what about the safety of the community? And then the psychological well-being, we measure life satisfaction, spirituality. For us, spirituality matters if we are to pursue individual happiness. And then we measure 5 negative emotions and 5 positive emotions to actually see the true health of the community. And in time use, we look at for how many hours do people work, and for how many hours people sleep. And then, of course, we also measure how many hours people devote to non-work, such as playing games, sports, helping your kids, helping our sick and the parents. So we have a single GNH index is composed of 13 indicators, and which is composed of 123 variables, and those were the indicators taken from 9 domains of GNH I presented above. And these are the score of people of Bhutan on 33 indicators. So in values, for example, we have the high score in values and the poorest score in knowledge. So this is the score, national score. Happiness map of the country. So we know which district is lagging behind and which district is far ahead in terms of enjoying happiness. Darker the shade, happier the people, and lighter the shade, unhappier people. And men are happier than women. These are some of the brief report. Men are happier than women. Happiness, general GNH index decreases with age. And happiness is linked to education. Then we measure positive emotions and negative emotion by occupation. So monks have the lowest emotion, and armed forces have the highest negative emotion. So then this is a kind of correlation we do. So anger is related to enmity. So if you want to reduce enmity in the neighborhood, you bring the anger of the population. And then crime is related to also related to anger. Then these are the statistics for data for how many hours people sleep, work, and the number of hours devoted to non-works such as sports. And then these are the kinds of activities which are not factored by GDP, but in GNH we value these activities which are mostly done by women. So in GNH we factor this. Okay, so GNH World Happiness Report, for example, is based on asking one question. People were asked to rate their happiness from 0 to 10. They said how happy you are from 0 to 10, and then we just score, and that becomes the basis for measuring happiness in Western countries, for example. But what we say is that GNH is much more complex, holistic than the subjective happiness which has dominated happiness research for so long. So if subjective well-being happiness is a tree, then GNH is a forest, if I make this comparison. So this is how GNH as a alternative development model is linked to the mainstream development model in Bhutan. So, and we have developed policy screening tools to filter any policy coming out from different government agency, whether it's a policy or project or program, to check if it is promoting GNH integrated I have described above. So to cut the matter short, this is a 10-minute version of the GNH what we are doing, and the detailed presentation on GNH takes about 2 weeks. Thank you very much.
Большое спасибо.